Hey, Shalom, giving all the praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Ruchah HaKodash. Double honor to the elders of Great Millstone who told me this truth. A sincere Shalom, Labakarium, Shal Yasha Allah, that's peace to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. This is YouTube handle that I follow, Third Phase of Moon. See the title right there. Sky Watches, they be in it to win it. I like this channel because they definitely double check for the CGI. Sometimes they'll have some CGI videos up here, and then when they get a wind of it, they'll pull it. So they do, promote on this channel authentic footage from the public before they put it up. They got analysts that go through it. But this video, this episode was serious. But this one right here, this shows that the Lord is flooding the earth with these chariots. The government is calling them UFOs, UAP, orbs, but we know them as the chariots of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah, or the chariots of Israel, as stated in, I think that's 2 Kings. You understand? Now, there will be an invasion. For those that don't know, these will be the the vehicles. I'm just saying UFO. That's the more popular name. It's only when you come into this truth that you understand what a chariot is and, the biblical talk. But the modern day terms would be the UFOs, and these are the vehicles of the angels. You got certain demons that are riding these vehicles as well. They have access to the UFOs as well. But these will be the vehicles descending down on Great Babylon for the final destruction real soon. That's why this whole, phenomena about the UAPs all around the world, everything is picking up because we close. And when these things show up, this is end game for the elites. I'm going to pull a few scriptures, not too many. We all know the UFO scriptures. But what this going to show is that the Lord can take one UFO and just start multiplying them. Boom, 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 boom. He'll turn one UFO into 3. They have that ability to increase, to decrease. I mean, these vehicles are bad. The angels are bad, man. And the people are starting to see it. That's why when you go into, real quick, before we get this video, when you go over here to, what's this? This is Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter. And the first verse says, "Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him and made no account of his labor." Now, who's this? This is the elect. These are the men of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah in the last days, getting very excited about their salvation. And as the Lord start, convincing the men more and more that you are the chosen, you are the ones, it's going to come a day real soon when the Lord going to say, "Come up hither," meaning there's going to be a pulling up, a snatching process that's going to take place. Sort of like when you read about Enoch. Enoch was snatched. The Lord is going to draw his men as well as his women from planet Earth into these ships. And that's going to be a bold day. Boy, that's going to be a bold day because it's all over. You no longer held, captive to these earthly bodies, to the, the bondage of paying bills, going to work, serving your enemies. You've actually been saved. This is the saving process the Lord is going to do. Because the men of Yahweh, as well as the women of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah, you're going to need to go up because the bombs are going to be coming down. So the only way to survive from the fire that's coming upon Great Babylon is inside that chariot, inside those chambers. When they see it, who's this? These are the scoffers, the heathen, the 2/3 of our people, the Edomites. They laughing right now. They hear this doctrine right here. This is strange to them. Oh, that'll never happen. Nah, that's only in the movies. That's sci-fi. Because the Lord hasn't opened their mind to these scriptures. This is all in the scriptures. The beaming up process, the pulling up. This is all in the scriptures. Come out of her, my people. This is all in the scriptures, but the Lord got to open your eyes to what's going on. This is the salvation. When they see it, because they will see it, the world's going to see it, they shall be troubled. And when they see it, meaning Japan's going to see it, China's going to see it, all of Africa is going to see it, the whole East going to see it, Canada's going to see it, the people in South America going to see it, and the enemies in Great Babylon, right before the bombs touch down and scorch them, they're going to see it too. So every eye shall see it. It says when they see it, they shall be troubled. Because this is strange, like you're going to see in this video. This woman was troubled with terrible fear. What's going on? You know, to them, walking down the street, getting a latte, walking your dog, maybe running for the train because you're late. This is reality to them. You know, cashing a check, going to Florida, you know, vacationing, disciplining your badass kids. This is all their reality. Walking your dog, you know, finding a job, pleasing your supervisor. This is your reality. Happy wife, happy life. So you can't break past this matrix. So this is going to bug you out. They bugged out now, as you're going to see in this video. So it says you're going to be troubled with terrible fear and shall be amazed. Y'all people about to be amazed at what's about to happen, at the strangeness of his salvation. Now, when you go into this word strangeness, right? It says oddly, because this is oddly. This is out of your norm. So when we speak, we only speak into the house of faith. That's it. We don't expect the rest of you to get something like this. This is oddly to you. It says, let me get another one. This was bizarreness, bizarrio world, weirdness. Oh, come on, man. Y'all speaking weird, man. You scaring me, man. That ain't gonna happen. What about me? This is weirdness to you, man. You can't comprehend this here. Going up in the ship. It says, let me get another one. Unfamiliar, right? Irregular, right? Freakiness. Or freakish. So this is a whole another level, man. So they're going to be amazed at the freakness or the strangeness of his salvation. It's going to freak them out beyond belief. So far beyond all that they look for. They're not looking for this. They're looking for the next president. They're looking for more toilet tissue. They're looking for a raise. These people are so low vibrational, so low energy. There's no getting to these people. They got the spirit of deep sleep. So when the Lord starts showing these miraculous miracles and these ships start showing up on the high level, man, don't expect your co-workers to get it and your family members to get it. The Lord going to show you just how small they are in the grand scheme of things, man. But check this out.
What is all that? What is all this? Guys, look at this. Look at the sky. What's going on? What is going on in the sky? Holy crap. Oh my God, look at that. What? I don't know what's happening. Oh my God, I don't know what's happening. Look at this shit. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Look at the sky, guys. What the heck? What's happening? What is happening in the sky? I don't know. This is crazy. This is so crazy. I don't understand it. I'm in the Catalina foothills. And this is what the sky is doing. Guys, this is crazy. Oh my gosh. I'm flabbergasted. I can't understand what this is. I don't know what all this is. Guys, Guys, what is this? What is this? Anybody know what this is in the sky? Am I losing my mind? Or are these things just all over the place? They're moving, yes. What is it? What is it? What is that? What is that in the sky? Oh my gosh. What is that in the sky? Oh my God. You guys. What's happening? What is happening in the sky? Holy crap. Holy crap. What's in the sky? Is anybody else seeing this? This is crazy. This is crazy. What is happening? Oh my God, what is happening? I'm losing my mind. Maybe. Holy crap, I gotta post this. This is craziness. I don't want to stop. You guys, I'm in the Catalina foothills in Arizona. And this is what's going on in the sky.
Okay, I'm gonna do a little enhancement, bring in a little brightness.
So as you can see, the strangeness, the oddness of his salvation. And you think, you know, she freaking out, man. Oh, people gonna bug when they see the salvation and Yahweh shall show up on that main ship, the grand finale. I'm gonna just read a couple of these UFO scriptures. This is from a site. I get this site from Apostle Tahar. Last year he put this out here. This is I think this is the Bible. Oh yeah, this is open Bible.info. A lot of these scriptures they put together. They listening to the prophets of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah. So you can go over here. You can put in what does the Bible say about whatever. You can put it in, and they got some scriptures. Some scriptures be on point, you know. But this one is what does the Bible say about UFOs? Right? Let's see if they got them right, because they got a lot of look. They got Ezekiel. You know the Christians wasn't going over Ezekiel 1, Zechariah 5. We're gonna just read a couple. This is in the ESV version. It says, "Again I lift up my eyes and saw, and behold, a flying scroll. And he said unto me, what do you see? I answered, I see a flying scroll. Its length is 20 cubits, and its width was 10 cubits. So this chariot in particular here came in the shape of a scroll. Today they would say it's the shape of a cigar. You know, a cigar shape. Some people say, in other versions like King James, to say roll, as if it was round. Okay? But it was flying. You know, and he gave the dimensions of it. You know? So these chariots, you know, they come in different shapes, size, triangle, square, rectangle, you know, orb-like. You know, some of them take on the appearance of creatures. Oh, yeah. When the Lord says strangeness, he meant it. This is 2 Kings 2:11. And as they still went on and talked, this is Elijah and Elisha. Okay, Elijah is about to be beamed up, snatched, while Elisha watches. Okay, and as they still went on and talked, behold, chariots of fire. Now, what you see in here, you see the brightness in the sky, but these are described, and these will be the more smaller ones, you know, but they come in all shapes, size, and different colors. But it was chariots of fire, meaning it lit up the sky at night, and it looked like a cloud in the daytime. Okay, so this main chariot came for Elijah. And as they still went on and talked, behold, chariots with an S of fire and horses of fire separated the two of them, meaning separated Elijah and Elisha. And Elijah went up in a whirlwind into heaven, meaning he was, as they would say, beam me up, Scotty. You know, for the old heads, they know. Star Trek. Where you think Esau get that from? You know, so a tractor beam came down. And they show you that it's this Foot Locker commercial. It's been out for like 4 or 5 years. It's a Foot Locker end of the world commercial. You know, you can punch that in. It's still on YouTube. And they show you at the end of the world, you know, the creatures came out, the UFOs on the scene, the zombies. I mean, they laid it out inside this commercial. And they also showed so-called Negroes and Hispanics being beamed up into the UFOs. Wasn't nobody else being beamed up or taken up. Just you so-called Negroes and Hispanics were being beamed up in the midst of all that chaos, showing that the elites know what's going on. Okay? This is Acts 1 verse 9. And when he had said these things, this is Yahushua after he finished speaking with the it was 11 at the time. As they were looking on, so they looking at Yahushua, he was lifted up. So Yahushua was beamed up too. You know, this happened a few times. So Yahushua was taken up too in the tractor beam. In a cloud took him out of their sight. Now the clouds, they tell you in Psalms 103 and 4, he maketh the clouds his chariot. So sometimes you're looking at a cloud, and if the Lord opens your eyes, and he's doing this to a lot of people, they start to see a solid ship in the midst of these clouds. And now they're pulling out their phones, say, oh, no, that's not a cloud. There's something in there. So the ships will cloak themselves as clouds. Now you have clouds now, don't get ridiculous. Some clouds are just clouds, you know, but some clouds are not clouds. But the Lord got to open up your eyes so you can see that that's not a cloud up there. That's a ship, okay, because they come in disguise. So Yahushua was taken up into a cloud, which was a ship. And while they were gazing into heaven as he went up, so they looking in the air, they watching him go up into this cloud or into this ship, right? Behold, 2 men with 2 other angels stood by them in white robes and said, Men of Galilee, why do you stand looking into heaven? This Yahushua, who was taken up from you into heaven, will come in the same way as you saw him go into heaven. So why do we say that Yahushua is coming back in that cloud, come back in that ship? Because he just said the same way you saw him come up is the same way he's coming down, what leads us into Revelations 1 and 7. Behold, he cometh with the cloud. So he went up in the cloud in that ship. Now he's coming back in that ship. And every eye will see him because of these phones, the satellite system. Everybody going to have their eyes glued on North America real soon. All nations around the world is going to be looking at America saying, what the hell is going on in America? The things that's about to take place in this modern day Egypt, it's going to blow the world's mind. This world will never be the same again. And good, because after this, we go into the kingdom of heaven. Now life actually starts, because this ain't living, man. Look at these people out here, man. This ain't living, man. You just existing. You just breathing. You just getting up, breathing, holding your breath and breathing. Holding your breath, that nothing bad happened, and then relieved and breathing when lunchtime and dinner time come around, man. Y'all trapped rats up under these damn Edomites, man, these damn devils. So what the Lord is going to do, he's going to refresh the earth. He's going to use his ships, his chariots to do it. Okay? So it says, behold, he cometh with the clouds, and every eye shall see him, even those who pierced him. Meaning the people that put their hands on our Lord 2,000 years ago. You know, was that around 30 AD? They touched our Lord that first century. Now these men are back. We're in the year 2025 AD. And those souls are back to see the second coming and be paid back. Proving reincarnation, regeneration, however you want to do it. Back into the gene, back into the flesh. However you want to say it, it's real. And everybody that's walking around planet Earth, you've been here before. And now you here for judgment. What side are you going to fall on? We shall see. And all the tribes of the earth will wail on account of him, even so, Amen. Let me read this here. This is Matthew 24 and 30. Yeah, they're hitting a lot of these scriptures. Then will appear in heaven, the sign of the Son of Man. And then all the tribes of the earth shall mourn, and they will see the Son of Man coming on a cloud, once again a ship, of heaven with power and great glory. Isaiah 60 verse 8. Who are these that fly like a cloud? And as you can see, that woman said, what are these? What is going on? Can somebody explain to me what's going on? Who are these that fly like a cloud and like doves of their windows, man? So she was bugging. She's freaking out. What are these? But we got the answers. We know what they are. These are the ships of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah.
Contrast, and definitely you hear this woman, she's in awe. She's seen a sporadic array of lights that are just doing these amazing maneuvers in the night sky, and once that brightness contrast kicks in, this thing and these objects are definitely showcasing themselves that the phenomenon is real. We're looking at something incredible right here. Look at the display of lights just dancing up there. These aren't drones, in my opinion, and you could almost see these tails, kind of like tadpoles. That's what they almost remind me of, but they're illuminated and they're bright, and it's just a fantastic capture right here. Dr. J, what's your opinion?
You know, it's not very common you see a UFO with a tail, but you do see it, especially these days. Now, initially, I would say this might be shooting stars, but they're changing direction. That's exactly why they're not. These are artificial objects of some sort. There is nothing celestial that changes directions and goes short speeds and then faster speeds. This is not natural, whatever it is. This looks sentient in some way. It's intelligent controlled.
Yeah, this is badass footage. Look at the array. I'm counting maybe almost a dozen of these objects just right up above the scape over here, the city line neighborhood. But there's like dozens of these things. Definitely, they're not comets. I'm thinking they're not celestial either. I'm thinking they're within the atmosphere, maybe about 1,000 feet up at the most. But these things, they almost seem intelligent in its own way, like they're almost communicating and dancing at some point too, as a kind of a duet, but then some just come out of nowhere.
So they don't know what they looking at, but we got the understanding, Akim, of what's about to happen, man. And no, these are not Nephilims. For you weirdos out there, oh, they're the those are the fallen. No, we are the fallen angels. We're the angels that fell from our God-like estate. This is not the Anunnakis. Okay? These are the chariots of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, and y'all gonna see real soon what they can do and what they're about. They ain't giving you a light show, man. This ain't the 4th of July. Giving all the praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash. Double honor to the elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth. A sincere Shalom, Labakarian, Shah Yash Allah, let's peace to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. Shalom.